Hi, and welcome back to What's Happening Now. I'm your host, Jenny Leiker, and this is your show that tells you about all the amazing events and attractions that are going on in our area. Today we have a great lineup for you, and to start with, you're going to learn about some trail rides that are going to be going on in our area. So I want to welcome to the show Rhonda, Goddard, and Renee Nichols. It's so nice to have you guys on the show again. And Renee, to get started, before we go through the really great lineup, tell us, what are the trail rides? Explain it a little bit.
Well, trail riding is a group of horse enthusiasts, as I like to call them, or equine enthusiasts, because we have a lot of people that ride mules. They just get together and they head out across a field, a pasture, down the road, talk, visit, just like to go for miles upon end. It kind of started after farmers and ranchers quit using horses so much to move their cattle. They still wanted to get out and ride. And so they just get together as a group and have a lot of fun. And that's kind of how it works.
So how did this schedule get put together?
The trail rides aren't actually scheduled.
Oh, okay.
People get together, they post out, we're going to have a trail ride. Some of them are organized trail rides. Some people just to get together and go to local places and start riding as a group. Some of the organized trail rides are for memorials, people trying to raise money for certain things. So those are rides that are cost money to either ride out the ride or they're free will donations. And it's just because people want to get together and have a good time that enjoy horses or mules.
Well, there's two in particular that we wanted to focus on today. So tell us a little bit about some of those rides that we wanted to make sure people knew about.
Okay, well, the ride that I put on is the 10th year that I've put it on. It's called the Pat Nichols Memorial Trail Ride in honor of my mother. And she used to do this ride with me all the time. It started from Hayes, and we used to ride from Hayes to Walker. And that was 15 miles. And then we would transport everybody back to Hayes and have a big meal. We found that it was much easier just to find a path, so we started just leaving Walker, and now we ride around the Walker Air Base, and we talk about the history of the air base. Then the second day, we take a big, long pasture ride. It's about 3 hours, and we ride a lot of gullies and ravines. The first day, we have a lot of wagons. I have friends that have Clydesdales, and a lot of draft horses come, and they pull wagons, and you'll find some people with buggies. Wow. It's just an easy ride for everybody to enjoy. And so if people don't have a horse and just want to come and go, we have lots of space in the wagons and the buggies for them to ride in.
And what is the date of that event this year?
That ride will be October 15th and 16th. And the 15th ride will start at 11 o'clock. And then there's a fried chicken dinner after the ride. And there's a little activity after the ride for people to have a little competition. And then we have campers. They stay over. Some people spend the night, camp out. And we roast marshmallows and the kids have games going on. And then Sunday the ride starts at noon, and we ride till about 3.
And you mentioned this is a memorial. What do the funds go towards?
We raise the money to go to different scholarship funds. There's several scholarships that we donate to in honor of my mother, and some of them are to do with equine, and some of them are to do with art, which she loved both.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, where can people sign up for this?
You don't have to sign up. You'll see it posted out. I have a Facebook page under Walker Wranglers, and then it's also on the Nex-Tech Classifieds. I post it for about a month. It's just come as you are. You show up, we ride. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a free will donation for the meal. And we usually have about 50 to 60 riders every year.
Awesome. Now, Rhonda, you're here to talk about another trail ride, and it is the Bob Goddard Memorial Annual Trail Ride. So what can you tell us about that one?
Okay, it's actually the Bill Goddard
Oh my
Memorial
gosh.
Trail Ride.
Yes, sorry, said the name wrong. I'm glad you corrected me.
No problem.
The Bill Goddard.
Yes, so our ride is a little different than Renee's. It's a one-day, one-afternoon ride. This is our 12th year of doing this. So Bill Goddard he was really an icon in our area, in the Pinocchio area. Loved kids and worked for many years with the 4-H kids in the area. And I really grew up with Bill as a mentor. And then I married his nephew. So I help with this ride along with Bill's daughter, Becky Ellis, and also his niece, Julie Goddard. So we kind of organize it together. And so our idea was, in memory of Bill because he loved kids and he loved horses, to hold this ride each year. And we do charge a $10 nominal per rider fee, and we use that to donate to various charities across the county. And so since this is our 12th year, we have a broad variety of things that we've donated to over the years. The most popular, I think, one was when we donated to the firefighters, but we've also helped with the livestock barn, the 4-H horse club, and so a variety of different things. As I mentioned, it's one afternoon. It starts at 2, so we don't necessarily require pre-registration. We like to know if you're coming or not, but it's not necessary. If you just want to show up, that's great. And the ride actually starts at 2 o'clock, and it's about a generally 5-mile ride, sometimes a little bit longer depending on how crazy we get. And it's entirely pasture riding. Generally, we might go down the road a little bit, but mostly it's through the pasture. A lot of it is on our own ground. So just a fun over the hill, over the dale, through the creek type of ride, and same type of thing as Renee. We have a lot of fun and come back after the ride is over, and we prepare a meal along with my mother-in-law. It's all donated food, so the three of us and my mother-in-law donate all the food, and my sister-in-law makes homemade peanut butter and chocolate cake, and it's delicious, and we make homemade ice cream to go with it, and that's probably maybe the most popular thing about our ride is the cake and ice cream.
I'd come for that, I think.
You bet. Yeah. And it's open to, if you don't ride and you want to just come for the meal, we a lot of times get, part of the community there. Sometimes our church comes and eats with us, and we take, of course, a free will donation if people are willing to do that for the meal as well. And then afterwards we have a cowboy church, and Judy Stricker from Hill City always comes and does that for us, and she does a tremendous job, just very inspiring, and we do it outdoors, and so if the weather's nice, it's just a lot of fun. And the kids do apple bobbing and different things like that. So we usually get between 20 and 40 riders, and have collected anywhere from $300 to $700 in donations. So we think it's a great cause, and we'll keep doing it as long as we're able.
Wonderful. It sounds like a great way to remember Bill Goddard and all the things that he loved.
Yes.
So if people are just hearing about this for the first time and maybe aren't familiar with where your property is, where's a way that they can learn more information?
Okay, so just the where it is 10 miles west of Hill City and 3 north.
Okay.
And it's at the Bill and Janice Goddard Ranch, which is still owned by their daughters and their son. And so we post also on the Nex-Tech Classifieds. We don't have a Facebook page, but it will be out on Nex-Tech Classifieds, and then we make flyers like Renee does. So these will be posted all over, any place that we can, convince people to put them up. So the information is there, and our phone numbers are on there, and they'll also be on the Nex-Tech Classifieds page as well.
Wonderful. Renee, is there anything else that you want to add about the additional trail rides that you had on your list?
Well, there are several trail rides coming up. September 3rd is the Perry State Park Benefit Ride for the Wild Horse Trails Campground. And the 17th, of course, is Goddard Ranch. The 24th and the 25th is the Rock and K Campground at Canopolis Lake. And if anybody wants to ride at that, it's a great equine facility there. Lots of nice stalls and pens for the horses.
Wonderful.
And electric hookups for the campers that don't want to be cold or hot. And then they have the 1st and 2nd of October is Rock Haven's trail ride. That's for the rescue horses. And the Eisenhower State Park is on the 7th and 9th, and the 8th and 9th for the mule riders at Gibson's Trails ride at Medicine Lodge. And there's just a lot of places that you can go. The Kansas Horse Council is one of the best places to go to find out about rides. They post everything and anything that they know about. And then there's several, horsetraildirectory.com, and the Flint Hills Flying W has a lot of rides posted on their sites as well. So anywhere across the state of Kansas it can be published if you just want to find it.
Well, thank you. It's so fascinating to hear about that. I rode horses as a child. It makes me kind of want to get back into it. Just put one in my yard, I guess. But
I've got a horse that you can get on.
They have a perfect pony for you.
Oh, well, that'd be probably what I'd need to start back in with.
And I was thinking a Clydesdale.
There you go.
Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back to tell you about a new show that we have on Nex-Tech Local 1.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
Jerry?
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
You should never run out of the important stuff.
Really?
If your current wireless plan leaves you at the end of your rope, imagine how you'll feel with Nex-Tech Wireless with unlimited everything. Nex-Tech Wireless gives you the freedom to go as far as you want. Nex-Tech Wireless, something different.
The easiest way for you to get anywhere in the country is the Hayes Regional Airport. Twice daily flights between Hayes and Denver means you are only 45 minutes from over 100 direct flights to get you to your destination as quick as possible. Service from SkyWest has completely changed the flight experience out of Hayes thanks to their 50-passenger jets that include complimentary beverages and an in-flight restroom. With free parking and short security lines, there has never been a better time to use the Hayes Regional Airport. The next time you travel, check Hayes first at flyhays.com to see the time and money you could save.
If you could, what would you have in your kitchen? The quietest dishwasher? Sure. A big 28 cubic foot refrigerator? Oh yeah. A true convection wall oven? Check. You'll find Frigidaire professional kitchen appliances at Genuine Appliance in Hayes. They have all that, plus real stainless steel for fewer fingerprints and smudges. Frigidaire at Genuine Appliance at 1224 East 27th in Hayes. Your dream kitchen doesn't have to be a dream anymore.
Welcome back. I have with me Linda Beech from the K-State and Research Extension Council. And Linda, thank you so much for coming on our show. We're so excited to have you because we have an amazing new partnership and series of shows that Nex-Tech and the Extension Council are working on, and we want to tell people all about it. Before we go into those shows, though, just to lay a foundation, tell people a little bit about, and it's so much that you do, but tell people a little bit about what you guys do.
Well, the K-State Research and Extension Service is an outreach program of Kansas State University. It began long, long ago with the whole land-grant university system, which was designed to take education from universities to the people where they are. And in Kansas, there's an extension office serving every county in the state. So a great network of educators around the state who live and work with the people they serve to provide research-based education from our university, from our state and national partners to help people in Kansas improve their lives, their homes, their farms, and their communities. So that's in a nutshell how the Extension Service works in Kansas.
Well, what is so neat is you have all these ways to bring this information to people, but you came to us with an idea that we just were so excited about in producing shows about these classes that you have and sharing it with all of the Nex-Tech TV customers. So let's talk a little bit about that, the Extension Ed Talks.
Exactly. You know, there's quite an online movement now of educational programming that folks can find online in video format and that provides experts and the information they have to share. Well, we want to do the same thing in Northwest Kansas. We've got a network of about 15 Extension Family Consumer Science agents, and we're participating, we're cooperating to share the time and the programming and to come and visit with you guys and provide programs that can bring helpful information to the people in our area. These programs are going to be 30 to 60 minutes long, so we've got some time to cover the topics in depth and be able to provide information to folks that will help them either make some decisions in their lives, be able to know where to go for more information, get some creative new ideas, all of those kinds of things.
Well, tell us about some of the topics. We've already started airing these, which they've been wonderful, the ones that we've started with. Tell us about some of the ones that we've already done and what people can be looking forward to.
Exactly. Well, I know in the past that you've done a lot of food-type demonstrations. There have been some nutrition education information. I know that recently some of the first programs of our shared series have covered disaster preparedness, and organizing financial records. There'll also be programs on nutrition and thinking about healthy food choices. And even a couple of my colleagues will be in the fall talking about Medicare and helping people make choices for their Part D prescription drug plans, helping folks know a little bit more about how to approach Medicare when they reach that magic age 65 and need to make those sign-up decisions. So we'll even do, down around the holiday time, some information on safe quantity cooking for either just the large family gathering or if folks are working with church fundraisers, concession stands at the schools, all those kinds of things. There's going to be a great lineup. It's not all food and fluff. We've got some really good information that has to do with people's finances, with organizing records and consumer decisions. So we're excited to bring that information to your viewers.
And we're excited to have a way to distribute it through the TV. People can go to our YouTube channel and watch it. They can rent it on demand. And I know we have some hopes for the future even. I maybe some gardening in the future or some of those kind of topics.
Exactly. In Northwest Kansas, agents who serve our area through the K-State Research and Extension System, we do have this network of family consumer science agents. Those are folks like me who work with home and family topics. We have one horticulture agent in Northwest Kansas, and she's based here in Ellis County in Hays. We also have a network of extension agricultural agents who can cover some of those home horticulture topics. Also may want to talk about crops and livestock and water issues. So we've got lots of great information to share with the Extension Service, and we're excited to have this format to be able to bring that information out to the people.
Well, we are too, so make sure you watch the Extension Ed Talks on Nex-Tech Local 1 or go to our YouTube channel. And if people want to get in touch with their local extension agent, do you have any recommendations?
Yeah, an easy way to do that across the area is to look in the county listings. We're the Cooperative Extension Service, so we work with Kansas State University and our local counties. Start with the county listings and you'll be looking for your local county extension office.
Thank you. Linda, it was a pleasure to hear about all the exciting things that are coming up with the Extension Ed Talks.
Sure, my
We're
pleasure.
going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to tell you about an amazing Labor Day celebration.
The plumber said there's something wrong with my water. It looks like you have hard water. You need a water softener. Let me show you the options we have. Hey, do you guys deliver salt? We sure do. What about drinking water? We have water coolers and drinking water systems. We even have bottled water.
Find us on Facebook and itsbetterwater.com. And remember,
It's not just water, it's better water!
Here come the Men in Black trucks for all your home needs.
If you need repairs or a professional to check your home for damage, call the local guys you know and trust at AquaShield Roofing and Construction. Their 5-year warranty will give you the peace of mind you need from a company that will be there to stand behind their work. Call AquaShield Roofing and Construction at 785-475-2533 or visit aquashieldroofing.com today. The Rusty Tractor in Kensington offers big city dining with a small town feel. The Rusty Tractor features hand-cut steaks, burgers, wraps, and more, all with generous portions and quality products. The Rusty Tractor is proud to serve the area farming communities and welcomes everyone. Come as you are in your boots and jeans. You'll be right at home. Open daily and conveniently located on Highway 36. For more information, find them on Facebook, or for a full menu, visit rustytractorkensington.com.
All Faiths Funeral Chapel and Smith Center can help you and your loved ones prepare for a difficult time with pre-arranged funeral planning. Not only will it be a stress reliever during a tough time, it will save your family money by locking in a guaranteed rate so funeral costs will be less of a burden. Pre-arranged funeral plans now have options to make paying for a funeral easier, such as a 3, 5, and 7-year payment option. Call 785-686-4120 or visit allfaithsfuneralchapel.com.
As I promised, we're back and we're going to tell you about a really fun Labor Day celebration that's going to happen in Hoisington this year. I have Kristi Lovett with me, and Kristi is with the Chamber in Hoisington. Kristi, this event is something that brings in hundreds, if not thousands of people every year, and I've been able to attend parts of it before. So tell us what it is that's so amazing about this that brings people back year after year.
Yeah, we say that it often triples the size of Hoisington. I mean, Hoisington is about 2,700. We easily have 10,000 on parade day. It's crazy. It started off really small. It's just a Labor Day picnic 120 years ago. And now it's turned into this 4-day like monstrosity of an event that the Chamber of Commerce puts on every year.
Well, tell us about some of the things that happen. You mentioned the parade, which is obviously the highlight, but what happens over these 4 days?
Well, we start off with a big barbecue and beer garden on Friday night, along with the big Hoisington High School football home game. We're home this year, so that's always extra fun. Good. And we'll have live music that night at the beer garden. Saturday is like our kids' day. We have kids' races, turtle races, our big touch-a-truck where we bring in all the fun vehicles for the kids to crawl around in, and our pageants. So that's a tradition we've had for a lot of years. Kiddos from 6 months to 8 years can enter into the pageants. Those are fun.
And they're like a Mr. or Mrs. Labor Day, or what kind of pageants are they?
Well, there's 3 different ages. There's the babies that goes up to 2 years. Then we have the junior division, which is 2 to 4, and our prince and princesses are 5 to 8, and they'll all get to ride on the Labor Day parade royalty float on Monday.
How fun! So
big deal.
So what else happens on the kids' days?
Well, that evening, that's pretty much it for the kids' morning. But that evening and all the evenings of that weekend, Ottaway Carnival will be there. Also, Saturday evening is our Rhoda Mix Roundup concert, and Jake Gill's going to come in to play for us that night. Yeah. So Saturday is going to be a busy day.
And then Sunday, I'm sure there's probably more coming then, right?
Well, yeah, Sunday is Derby Day, 33rd Annual Kansas State Demo Derby. We're going to have at least 3 classes this year, from full class to full size to compact, and yeah, that's also one of our biggest events. We pull thousands of people for that one.
And then finally, and this is the day that I've participated in a little bit. Tell us about Labor Day.
Okay, yeah, Labor Day starts pretty early. We do a float contest. So early on in the morning, we have all the floats and entries lined up to be judged, and then around 10 o'clock, you start seeing people lined up, 10, 20 deep on Main Street. So some seats are out the night before. People wanting to save their special spot. Wow. But then we have the kids parade at 10:10, and it's going to be the 1950s themed, because all of our main events will be themed to a decade. So the kids parade was lucky they got the 50s, and they can dress up and be fun with that and go down the entire parade route that way. Our main event, the parade, starts at 10:30, and it is a big event. Last year we had over 150 entries. It lasts a good 2 hours.
Oh my goodness. I haven't seen the parade yet, but there aren't very many in Kansas like that, so you can understand why it brings thousands of people out.
We don't know if it's really true or not, but we like to say it's the biggest Labor Day parade in Kansas.
Well, I agree with you. I think it probably certainly must be.
Up there, pretty high at least.
Now, last year, I seem to recall there were also citywide garage sales on Labor Day. Is that right?
That's a Saturday morning thing.
Oh, on Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, you'll find some garage sales. People can rent, it's free, get spaces on Main Street to bring their things, or we publish a map every year that people can call in and get their garage sales on that map.
We had a lot of fun with that last year, because Hoisington is, in Hayes, you can't ride golf carts in town, but I believe it's legal in Hoisington.
It must be.
So everybody was tooting around on their golf carts,
a good way to
go. And that was awful lot of fun. And then there's a barbecue competition during that time as well, right? What day is that?
That's also on Saturday. That is not actually an event that we sponsor, but it's one of the side events that we definitely like to promote. It makes downtown smell so good.
I'm going to toot my husband's horn. He's won it twice, so there's a very good chance we might be back there this year.
Well, it smells so good.
It's a wonderful day. Well, not day. It's a wonderful full 4 days full of fun things. Is there a Facebook page people can go to, or a website or anything?
Yep, on Facebook we like to go to Hoisington Labor Day, on Facebook. Also, hoisingtonkansas.com. We have several different Labor Day pages that you can actually print off application forms, registration forms, find out more information that way.
Kristi, thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us all about the celebration. And remember, if you have something fun going on in your town or your neighborhood even, give us a call a couple months in advance and we'll see if we can have you on What's Happening Now.